Hello and welcome to part 3 of Almost Spring. I'm George Coll. Part 3 means we also had a part 1 and 2, so if you just got into 3, go back to 1 and take a look, see how we progressed. Today was detail day, but I had to start out with some balancing stuff, and I had to finish up from yesterday. But I still had enough time to finish up this painting and beat the dinger today. And it's such a little jewel, and I'll have it for sale up on the website here in a couple of weeks when it dries, and hope you enjoy this process of painting along with me as I have with describing how I do it. So get outside and paint. Paint with your friends. Get critiques, and don't be intimidated by a white canvas. All right, let's finish this painting. All right, bye. Hello and good morning and welcome to part 3. We'll finish this painting on Almost Spring. Yes. So today is detail day, and we got into a little detail yesterday with these limbs and so forth coming on. And what I want to do today is finish up a little bit of balance, which I should have done previously, but also get in here and do the detail. All right, with that, let's get started with some of the balance stuff. My snow is a little too white. I want to get just a little bit of blue in there. And my bushes are just a little, they just don't have enough chroma. I need a little bit more chroma or color, punch. So let's start with those two things and go from there. What a cute little painting already. When they're this good at this stage, you say, don't screw them up. Okay. With that being said, we're going to get through this just fine. So I'm using some royal blue, king's blue. Royal blue. It's a subtle blue. It's nice for type of work we're doing here. And I hope I made enough mixture. So I'm going to go in with a slightly stiff fella. And I've got worn out number 2, 2025. Just a little bit of blue color in it. Little bit more. I'm adding just a little bit of cerulean to it. There we go. That's saying what we want to say. And of course I didn't make enough. Cerulean, royal, and work these guys around the foreground bushes. I think the design is pretty good on this painting so far. I don't know if you can, if the mic is picking it up, but I haven't. We're in mid-January and the wind is really blowing. We have one of those Canadian cold fronts coming in, and before they come in, there's always this strong wind. I think it's trying to push out the warm air that's down here, which isn't much warm air. Colorado in January is not. Okay, that gives it a little bit more punch. All right, just a few more corners to work out. And let's get into some color here in the bushes. I add just a little bit of cad red medium. And you see that has some punch. That helps out what we're looking at. It's just beautiful. Oh, I'm getting back to take a look, it's beautiful. All right, that is working. Let's make a little bit of purple. Let's go blue, white, and let's add a little bit of alizarin to it. And it makes a beautiful, beautiful purple, kind of a radiant color. I've got to soften it down just a little bit, otherwise it won't be believable. And I'm putting some of these in my pinks here because it just makes a nice just adds a little bit more punch. Oh God, that's beautiful. And I'm going to bring some of these purples. It's just kind of like some smaller bushes. You see how I'm just kind of giving these an upward flick, and it emulates some of those other bushes that we have around here. Let's get into the area back here, which I put in yesterday, these darks, and get some more water in there. I think also my shadow here is a little too puny, so I'm going to darken that, and I'm going to make some water and rocks in this area right in here. Let me get a little bit of softness within the water here, just a little bit. Softening these edges just a little bit. And now for getting in here, using the edge of this number 2, that was a little too strong, that last stroke. Now I think there's also just some whites in here, just some. Looks like a few islands of snow in here. And let me go back and gray up some of my rocks with some dark gray, light gray. And some more light gray. I need some darks to define a bank back there, so I'm going to do some transparent oxide red, Viridian, ultra blue. I think I need a bank right in here. That did it. And with this little bit of gray I have left from or blue from the snow, I'm going to put some of that in here too. I think I need a little bit more punch right in here. Let's see if I can get some more pink out of this thing. And I think I'm going to put some right in here. I think I need some darks under some of these pinks. Like that. That defined it. I had some, it looked just kind of like squishy. It didn't have, it's like this smeary. So I think that helped. Okay, let's darken up this fellow right in here. So I'm going to go ultra yellow ochre. I'm going to add some emerald and define some of these darks here a little bit better. And that also adds some punch to the, it makes these accented more, the bushes on the right. Oh, that's nice. I think I need some purple blue, just a little bit of transparent oxide red, and I need to get into here just a little bit more. And I'll define a few more darks along the way. Like in here, just little flecks of darks. I think some of my dark banks are a little too strong, and I'll dab them. What dabbing does is just softens them. See how that, just that little bit. Now I like that real strong dark right there because it just has some punch. But when you have too much going on in one place, you just do the dabbing technique. Okay. Let's see if I can brighten him up a little bit. Naples, cad yellow, white, light gray. May have added too much gray to it, but let me see. Oh, that's good. We'll add some of this in other places too. And add some more red, because I think what the stream does, it goes over to the left. See if I can even strengthen this red a little bit. I'm really pushing my luck. Let me add some Naples to this. Just love these reds. Few strong reds. And I accent some right back in here. Now again, what I'm working with my students in the in-studio class is to add atmospheric balance. And you don't want to overdo something in a, an overcast, nice landscape like we have here, because it's really, really working. I'm going to go back and add some straight whites in here. And that could be ripples or I don't know what it would be, but don't overdo it. So I'm going to do some ultra and blue again because I got a little too happy right in here. And I'll knock that down. And a good dark right there. Now, what I'm going to do with my knife is do a little design here with some white in the water. So I'm just got a little tab here of white. And I'm going to just add a few horizontal smashies. That makes sense. Okay, let's see if that works. I'm going to go back and squeeze out a little bit of this, and I'm adding some good strong chroma color in the water. And I'm dragging some of this into the shadow. Now, a lot of you are saying, I don't see that in the reference. Well, you know, the reference is some good thing. It's a good foundation for a painting, but if you want to get in there and do a little bit more, this is why we're doing what I'm doing right now. Now, do you want to use this somewhere else? In a good painting, yeah, you can sometimes put this up in here in your sky. This is light viridian, by the way. And add some sky holes. And that also helps define the trees just by making some sides inroads on them. Don't think that's a little overdone right there. Let me go back and get some ultra blue yellow ochre and take some of that down. All right, checking my time. Come on, timer. Oh, we're doing really good. Okay. Sometimes when you have these snow scenes and you have this nice light blue that we mixed with, I don't know, cerulean or cobalt, we can come in and accent different areas with these very close but not quite the same mixture that we had with just the previous snow thing here, which was a little bit of cobalt and cerulean. You see, this still is helping out quite a bit and softening some of the edges of our bushes. This bank is so important in the painting. You see, I'm just bringing it up over and into the pink bushes to soften it, really. And I'll go in and make a little bit darker strokes like that. And then, for a little bit of difference, you can add some white into this watercolor we have. And we can see if we can add that anywhere. And hide it in various places, but look, see it? Works good. That's just so pretty. So pretty. Oh, come on, folks, that is fun. Now I'm going to go pure white again and put it right here. And here. And here. Oh, just adds more emphasis between, you have the light and the dark right underneath it. I mean, how good does it get? Oh. Now, what I want to do, because these darks are a little so defined, I'm going to lose some of them and soften some of them with some of the watercolor. Just saying a little bit. Okay, wow, this has been fun. All right, now let's get some grays in the rocks here. Gray, this is dark gray. Rembrandt 7-7 gray. And now I'm going to add some yellow or Naples in here because that's what I see in the reference. It's just little bits of this stuff in here. Little bits. And holding our breath, hoping we don't screw this up. And I think we need to get some dark grays under a few of these, like right in here. Just a hint of dark underneath, right at the water line. Oh man, what a cute little painting. All right, I'll probably have this one up on the internet this week. And I'll have it for sale also, but it won't be dry for about 2 or 3 weeks. Anyway, I have a way to purchase these. Go to my website and go to tutorial paintings and you'll find this, and we'll have a buy now button, and then stick it in your cart and pay for it with a credit card. Oh man. But I need to just look at it for a couple weeks because it's so precious. It's still connected to me. Okay. And it needs to dry, of course. Oh, man. Just want to keep looking at it. I'm going to go in and play a little bit more with these purples. And put more purples right here. Well, can't beat that, huh? Now I'm just goofing off. I'm going to use some ochre gold. Let's see if I got some ochre gold. Rembrandt 231. Rembrandt 231. And let's get some of this gold in here. See, we're working chroma now, huh? It's neat stuff. And I'm going to just scrumble on the side and move it out just a little bit in a few places. And then go back to the lighter stuff and bring that in too. But mostly we need some darks to interplay here. I'm going over this dark pile hoping I can find something that looks like it's a good dark. If you overdo it, just come back and soften a little bit with some gold. Gold. And I think, if time permits, I'll put some of this in the shadow color in the water. So let's try some gold in the water. Oh my goodness, look at that. That looks okay. Okay, let's get right up here and define a dark. And let's carry a dark. That was a screw up. Sorry. And carry a few darks off to the left. I think we have to balance it out with some pinks out here too. I've got some emerald here, and I'm going to mix it into this ultra blue and yellow ochre and I'm going to add some cad yellow to it, cad yellow medium. And I'm going to add that to these deserving trees in front. Because I see it in the reference. And here, and here, and here. And a little bit in here too. Whoa, that's maybe too much chroma. Oh, no, it's fine. I think if I had a little bit more dark in this tree I just decimated, it'll come out just fine. Blue, transparent oxide red, iridium. And, oops, something dropped. I think it was one of my stabilizer clamps, so my palette doesn't move. Everything comes loose after a while. All right, here we go. Let me get a little bit more green in this mixture. Okay, so it is. Yeah, it was one of my clamps, I can see it. Let me take a sip of coffee while I enjoy this with you. And say, well done, that was fun. All right. Enough. Let's bring this thing to an end. Thank you so much for going through part 1, 2, and 3, and look what we have here. So, get outside and paint with your friends, and paint along with me. And don't be intimidated by a white canvas. All right, so I have this up for sale here pretty soon, and I'll stick it on the website, georgecoll.podia.com. And thanks again. All right.